Okay guys, here we are down in the laundry area. So I need to move the washer out of the way. So I'm going to get my hand truck and park him outside, and that'll allow me to slide the dryer out and out of the way so I can get in there with my compressed nitrogen and block it off somehow. I'm going to blow. So my dryer vent goes like this, goes up and over, which I hate because lint always gets trapped right there. I wish it went down, but this is a daylight basement, so we're gonna go ahead and get this moved out of the way, get set up, and I'll show you how we do this. Okay, guys, I got him disconnected and I just slid him over a little bit. Look at the mess we get back behind our dryers, and I can tell it's been disconnected. I taped it the best I could. I should get some hose clamps for it, but I'm gonna fix it up. I'm sure it's full of crap, but look, it's been blowing back here behind the dryer. So let's slide him out of the way and see what we got. Oh yeah, it looks yummy back here. Let me go get my shop vac and we're gonna do some cleaning here. I'll get my socks and rags and stuff out of here. Yeah, wife said it wasn't drying very good, so I'm sure I'm going to find a bunch of crap in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the nitro hooked up right here, and I'm going to blow from the inside out. And I might take my drill with my brush and brush the horizontal part and get down as far as I can with it. But God, I don't want to get that thing stuck. I hate when they do dryer vents like this. But yeah, let's get this cleaned up and we'll get the nitro set up. Times like these, I'm glad I got this big Craftsman shop vac. You're gonna have to get out of there, kitty cat, because he's getting ready to turn on, and you ain't gonna like it. All right, let's get this area cleaned out, and then what I'm probably gonna do is go get the brush into this first and knock out what I can, get it loose before I start blowing. That way we can get the most out of there that we can. All right, cat, time to move. All right, that's satisfying. Surprisingly, it wasn't as bad right here as I thought it was. So what it does is it turns in and turns that way and then comes up right there. But I'm going to get the brush in from outside. And God, that's hard work, shop vac and all that stuff. I know, I'm getting old. I haven't been doing much lately either. But yeah, we'll go get the brush pushed through there and see what we can get loosened up. Okay guys, got my ladder set up. There's my dryer vent there. And I got my, let's get out of the shadow here. I got my drill. I got my brush with, they're about 2 foot a piece, 2 feet a piece, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, enough to get most of it. What I'll do is I'll start by just doing one stick, get the first one in there, spin it a little bit, then I just keep adding to it. I don't want to get this stuck in there, and you know, I didn't build this dryer vent, so I don't know how well they taped it and stuff, so you gotta be real careful. You can tear it up. I know it is rigid pipe though, so let's get to getting. Okay guys, I got 2 of the sticks together, so what you want to do is you don't want to get your drill on it if you don't have to yet. Just kind of work the brush in there. You see I already got some stuff caught on there, which is good because we're going to blow it out with nitro. But work it. I'm going to get as far as I can without the drill on it. See if I can push it through that elbow and drop it down low to where I can get to it easier. In a perfect world, I'd take that hood off, but they nailed this thing down. I don't want to cut it out of the way. So I'm going to keep adding sticks to it with my hand, just push. I'm not going to get the drill on there yet because it might bind up if I do that. So let's keep working it. All right, guys, so I got my 3rd stick on there, so that's about 6 feet. And yeah, I'm pulling stuff out of there. I couldn't push it any further in because it was binding up, so I'm going to try to pull this brush out and get some of the gunk out of there, and we'll try to push it back in there. All right, guys, that's about 8 foot of stick through there. So probably got about 6.5 feet in there. Let's see how far it is to that wall and see if we're hitting that elbow, which I think we are. So let's go inside here. And I mean, I didn't have to measure it. It looks like about 6.5 feet to me. Let's see. Of course, the cats are in here doing stuff. Yeah, see, that's about, yeah, we're hitting the elbow. That's good. So we pushed all the way to here. So now I'm gonna pull that out and get what I can out, and then we'll get our nitro hooked up here and blow from the inside out. Kind of fun, actually. It's very satisfying to clean these out. Okay guys, I don't need my nitro. I got this big blower here, this big shop vac. So all I did was I took the hose and taped him on there. So, and you know, put it on the blower side. And then let's go outside here. I'll show you what I did here. I went ahead and used the old mastic tape and taped the bag on so we can minimize the mess out here. So let's see how much of this fills up. This should be fun. Turn her on. All right, here we go. See what our bag's doing outside. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. Oh, this is like my CFM trick, huh? Let's let that just blow for a bit. Yeah, it blew a bunch of shit all out here, but whatever. Look at it, it's snowing out here. Cool, let's let it go for a bit. All right, check it out, guys. In addition to all the crap that blew all over my backyard here, or front patio, I got all this in the bag. Awesome. And then all the, sorry about the dirty diaper, all the stuff that I put in there. So yeah, we blew her out good. I'm gonna go ahead without the bag on there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the vacuum back on one more time, just blow out what I can. I'll clean up and should be good to go. Look at that. All right, let's get you a better look. Look at all that was in there. No wonder our clothes weren't drying. I bet yours looks like that too if you haven't cleaned it in a while. Yeah, crazy. Okay guys, got everything all cleaned up to the best of my abilities here. So I'm gonna go put everything back together inside, and then I'm gonna show you how I fixed the other problem, which is caused by HVAC. Sheet metal screws in the tracks of the dryer. I've had to fix it many times, so it's a quick, easy fix. I'll show you how to do that with a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead. All right, guys, so the dilemma we had in the past was, I think this was like over here, or was up high or something before. I did a bunch of work in here, fix some stuff, move some stuff around so we could get the washer and dryer pushed back more. And I lined these right up. So what I do is I got this flexible piece here, the good stuff. It's not that cheap. I mean, this is the real metal stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna make a new piece, and I'm gonna, you know, extend it down enough to get my hands in there and tape everything on, and then I just gotta slowly push it back and try not to crimp it, you know, down too much. I'm gonna get my crimpers and crimp that too, so it goes on there easier. And I'll just tape it real good, and we should be good to go. Yeah, this was a pain in the butt when I was working on this stuff. Yeah, you can see where it used to be. So yeah, it had to go like that, so it was keeping my dryer. Now I can push my dryer almost all the way to the wall, which is nice. So all right, let's go get that piece. All right, I got her taped on there the best that I could. So now it's just a matter of pushing it back to the wall without you know, crimping up my pipe too much. So luckily it's pretty much straight on, so we'll push that back. We're gonna get the dryer and this all put together, or sorry, get the dryer and the washer put all back together. And I got my 2 screwdrivers to fix the clunk in the dryer. I'll show you how to do that, and that'll conclude the video today. Some dryer maintenance, guys. All right, guys, you hear that little clunk clunk? That's a zip screw or a couple of zip screws in the drum there that are in the tracks. So I'll show you how we fix that. So all you do is you take your flathead screwdriver and you'll just pry this up. Here, turn that off. You pry this off, and then there's a couple of Phillips screws inside there you move, and that allows you to get to the drum, and then you just spin it till you see the screws, and you just pick the screws out of there. I'll show you. There's probably a bunch of screws in the bottom of this thing too, but I'm not getting that crazy with it, taking it outside and stuff. So let's pop her open. Okay, that's what it was. So you pop this. It's got a couple little clips on the front, and then you pull your dryer lint catcher out, and you got to pull these 2 screws here, and he'll flip up, and then I can get to the drum. Let me show you that. All right, guys, I had to go get a little piece of window trim for a kickstand to hold that up, but I forgot to. There's 2 5/16 screws that'll allow me to pull this face back and get me into the track here. So and then we'll be able to spin the drum and see where the screws are at. See that, guys? That's all it took. one little screw to get in there, and it makes it go clunk, clunk, clunk. I checked both sides. I spun it all the way. There's nothing on this back side. Doesn't really have a lip for anything to catch. But for some reason, this front's got that gasket here. Stuff, screws like to get stuck in there. So I'm going to check the rest of the circumference of this, make sure there's not any more screws in there, and we'll button her back up and see what she sounds like. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what she sounds like. Oh, it might help if I turned it on first. Oh, look at that, guys. Wife's going to be happy. She's going to vent good because I blew the whole line out and I got that screw out of there. So, satisfactory to me. Put the lint trap back in, and let me show you something else here, guys. I really hate this A.O. Smith water heater. It's got way too much circuitry. You know, everybody tries to get the fancy stuff. It heats water. We don't need all this crap on here. Every once in a while, it gives me a. Let me turn this dryer off. Every once in a while, it gives me a false error code, and it'll just be random, and then I have to go in there and hit the reset button. There's a reset button inside of there. It's annoying. So, yeah. I like simple when it comes to water heaters. We don't need all this gadgetry on here. I don't really like heat pump water heaters. I don't like tankless water heaters, even though I do install them for people if they want them. You know, they want to go green or something, whatever they think they're doing. All right, so that wraps up this video, guys. So hopefully you learned something about dryer maintenance, how to clean your dryer vent, and if you got a little noise in your dryer, check that drum. Make sure you don't have being an HVAC. We get screws and stuff, and I bet you there's a whole bucket full of screws down at the bottom of this, but I'm not pulling it out and cleaning the whole thing out. But another one will get in there, and I'll have to do it again. It's probably the 4th time I've done it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys.